Hello and welcome to episode 7 of the MotoGP 22 career mode. Now, today we're off to Le Mans in a second, but first up, we are slowly but surely getting a bit of reputation going. So, already in the next couple of rounds, we're going to have to start looking at who we'll want to move up to Moto2 with. Currently, we don't have many options, but my reputation is quite low. But if I can continue scoring podiums on a regular basis, there's no reason why I can't get a decent Moto2 ride. Now, just before we jump into Le Mans, we have all the upgrades done we can at the moment. We have 2 incoming. They'll come at Mugello, I believe, in 3 weeks' time. But again, I have installed a mod. A good friend of mine, Biker Gaming, is a pretty renowned modder on these games. And some of the eagle-eyed viewers might notice I have the rear wheel covers on like they do in real life. Now, not everyone has them. He's basically gone through the whole grid, and everyone who's ever wore one has them. But people who don't wear them don't have them. So you'll see there the rear wheel is covered over black. Just cover it like in real life. So just keep an eye out with that in the race. You'll see other bikes have it. So again, the eagle-eyed viewers might have spotted it already, but this is the first time using it. So anyway, let's head down to France. So at the end of free practice, Le Mans appears to be glitched, but glitched the other way. Usually I'm saying that the AI simulated times are way too quick. I am 2.5 seconds quicker than everyone. I did 3 laps, realised the gap was up at like 3 seconds, so I ended the session. I've skipped to see the combined results, and I am over 2 seconds faster than Dennis Fadja, so I was behind a few AI riders on track. They brake ridiculously early for most corners, so I hope they're better in the race and in qualifying, so I don't want a really easy victory. It will kind of spoil it for me. But yeah, that's us straight through to Q2, and probably going to romp away and take pole position. So as always, we like to be out first in qualifying. We're up to start our lap first. There's no times on the board yet, so we'll have no one to compare with in case AI do manage to find time in qualifying. I'm fearful though I'll hit traffic in turn 1 and turn 2. We're going to try and just get as much corner speed through here. We got ahead of Holgato and don't see who else came out, but we didn't get traffic immediately, which is a good start. So pretty clean sector 1. Again, like I said, realistically, if the practice times are anything to go by, I'll have a very, very easy pole position. But nonetheless, I'm going to push on as if they were not right to see if the AI actually find time in qualifying. Same track conditions as well, so I don't understand why they would be so much slower than me. But yeah, we'll see. I am catching Toba at a rate of knots, so it could be just a player has a massive advantage around here. I'm not too sure. So far though, it's been a pretty clean lap. I'm not going to try and say the name of that chicane. It's in French. I don't speak French. Toba is getting kind of in the way, but I think we won't catch him until we come out of the last corner. Oh, we're a tad deep. Don't ruin the lap. Just about kept it in the limits. Up the line we come. The 1 minute 42.3. As fast as I've been all weekend. I'm going to end the session. I'm going to presume that's going to be pole, but yeah, let's see where we qualified. My fears were unfortunately correct. We do have a massive pace advantage. We're 2.5 seconds faster than Kaita Toba and Mino in P3. In the race, I'm sure they'll pull their finger out. I don't think I'll have that much of an advantage over them every lap. But it's a bit annoying because so far they've been way quicker than me in qualifying and practice. Now I'm way quicker than them. What does that mean for the race? I don't know. Let's jump in. So once again, we are not running any setup. We are running just a stock setup. The bike feels pretty good around here naturally. We're going to run a medium front, hard rear. The medium is recommended on the rear, but it's a sunny day. You spend a lot of this track on the side of the tyre. I reckon I'm going to need it. I will be surprised if many people aren't running the hard rear. The medium front I'll be okay with. You don't really punish the front too much on a Moto3 bike, so should be, on theory, on paper, this will be a walkover. I should pull away, but I'm not too sure that'll happen. I believe in the race they will find something. So let's see how we get on. Wish me luck. So here we go. And it looks to be, as usual, a good start. They all jumped straight into my slipstream. There wasn't as many people on a hard rear, to be honest. I was a bit surprised. I thought now in these conditions a lot of hard tyres would be on the rear, but there's only maybe 6 other riders in the field running them. Already have half a second in turn 1 and 2. So we're going to just push and just see what they can do, see can they follow me. Oh, there's a crash further back in Museum. Not under the top 8. Into, oh, that was Le Chapelle, sorry, this is Museum, wrong corner name. I'm not dropping them that much, they're sticking half a second behind, which isn't too bad. Already I'm overheating the hardware. What is going on here? You can see I have the hardware on bottom right, but already the edge grip is overheating, so... Is that a glitched tire? Oh, that's not nice, so... See, anytime I use the edge grip, I just overheat it. I've pulled a lot of time in the braking zone in there. It looks like I have all my time on the brakes as usual, even more around here. I'm concerned over my rear tyre already though. We've an 8 lap race here. It's a pretty long one. Got that corner wrong. 13 is such a hard corner to get right. And that is a lot of wear for the opening lap. 1.5 second lead. We have a massive lead. I reckon we are going to put away. But my tyre situation again is an interesting one. This bike just seems inherently bad on rear tyres. I think the next upgrade is a reduction in tyre consumption, which is pretty much well needed at this point. I think all the upgrades we've done so far, we've added more power and a bit more rigidity through the chassis, and now we need a bit of TLC to the tyres because it's just eating tyres up at the moment. The only thing I will say, at least it's fast. It'd be a lot more worrying if we were slow and eating tyres. So we're coming here now to start lap 4. We're about a second and a half off what I did in qualifying, but we're pulling about a second and 2/10 maybe every lap. We're just pulling it. We've such a pace advantage. It's a shame really, because this place is actually quite good for racing. A lot of the corners tend to, the racing line leads to an overtaking opportunity. So it is a bit of a shame that we are so much quicker than them. But for my championship, it's brilliant. I don't see Mino is in P3. He's the only one in the title battle at the moment with me. I don't see Foggy in the top 8. So we are gaining some serious points, and I would not be surprised if we are right at the top of the championship by the end of this 8 lap race. Still have a lot of issues with my tyres though. The front tyre is wearing at an alarming rate too, and I'm not really on the limit. If I was pushing around here, I'd eat them up. Like it's a bit of a strange one. So pretty much Lorenzo-esque performance. Just got to get the head down, hit my markers, and this is 25 points in the bag. Oh, look who's just crashed out of P3. Andre Mino. Pope Mino has binned it. I don't even know where on track they are. They're coming through turn 1, turn 2. So that means I could be leading the championship by the end of this race. That is a big change in the championship for me now, because this race has just gone from being taken to 25 points, take away a few points from them, to be maybe I could be leaving France with the lead in the championship. And considering the first 4 races I had, I am pretty, or well, the first 3, having the issues in Argentina with Guevara taking me out, a small error in Mandalika costing me some points there as well. So 2 DNFs already this year for me. But since then we've been on the podium, I believe. Podium in Texas, podium race win in Portimao, podium in Jerez, and today it looks like we're taking on 25 points, barring a mistake. So again, we just need a few upgrades. We needed to bet ourselves in this bike, get familiar with it. And now that I have a bit more feeling with this bike and the game in general, so it says that gets 13 all wrong again. I got 3 track limits warnings for that. Are you having a laugh? I had 1 coming into that corner. Okay, Milestone, I appreciate that. Making the episode interesting. What an absolute piss take. So now I have 3 full laps remaining. I can't get a limit warning or else I'll have to do a long lap. Even though with the long lap I'll still probably win, but the long lap is just so tricky that if you get it wrong, oh, I know Kaitotoba's crashed out of P2, so it looks like the AI have some hotspots around here where they like to crash. So I'm gonna just, oh, the lead's gone up to 9 seconds. Suzuki's crashed. He's another man and should be in the title battle. This is another kind of Portimao race. They don't have the pace and they're on the limit everywhere by the looks of it. So at the moment, Mario Aji in P4, the Indonesian. Stunning, oh, Ivan Artola just overtakes him as I said, but a stunning performance to be that high up the grid for a rookie. So we start the penultimate lap and we have an 8.5 second lead. So while we have a bit of time, I just want to have a quick chat with the viewers while I have the opportunity. It's such a long gap and all I need to do is keep it on the track and this is mine. But I just want to say a huge thank you for everyone who's subscribed to me over the last couple of months. Since the release of MotoGP 22, the channel growth has been second to none. It's been absolutely incredible. I've recently hit 1400 subscribers and Kaitotoba's crashed again, and that is Adrian Fernandez crashing. Aji is in the battle for the podium. I repeat, Aji is in the battle for the podium. Go Mario-san. Come on, Mario. As I was saying though, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's liked, subscribed, watched these videos over the last while. It really helps the channel out. And I'm really happy to be making content at the moment because I'm just getting so much lovely feedback. I'm in hot here though. And people are loving the videos. I'm getting a lot more views than I've ever had. And it's just nice. It's a nice feeling. Also as well, some of you might have figured out by the last couple of videos, my audio has improved dramatically. I've bought a mic boom, so now my mic is floating in front of my face. I've fixed my audio settings in OBS. So now I have a lot less background noise. You have my voice much clearer and louder. A lot of people said before my audio wasn't loud enough, so now I just have it set up better. I actually have a pretty good mic and I was pretty much using it badly the whole time, so now my mic audio should be a lot better and clearer and everything should be a bit more professional. We're going to take it very gingerly through 13 and 14 to make sure we don't get that long lap. On to the last lap we come. We're actually being caught by Artigas. I'm going to put up the power 3. I'm going to see can I get that time back. I don't know how he's gaining so much time. What's he doing? He's literally gaining a tenth every second. What is going on? Keep an eye on that time. Alright, I'm going to just focus. How is he just taking half a second onto me literally like it was nothing? Alright, we're going to push for the last lap. Even if we get a long lap on this lap, we'll still win it because of the time advantage. There's a crash. It's not any of the front two. Aji's still not on the podium. How in the name of God is Artigas now the fastest man on track on the last lap of the race weekend when they've been seconds off me all week? What is this absolute madness? This is the issue at the moment with the AI, and apparently Milestone have no... Oh shy, whoa, 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 whoa. Basically took the long lap. I better not get a penalty for that. I'm afraid to come back on track. Oh, I got away with it. Down out to 5.5 seconds, but Milestone don't have any plans to adjust or tweak the AI. How is this gap coming down so much? I'm actually going to have to be careful in the last sector. If I get under 3 seconds and I somehow get a penalty, it's over. Imagine I throw away this victory. Imagine. Going to take it very cautious through the last couple of corners. It's going to be our second win of the season. We won in Portugal. We're on the way to winning here in Le Mans in France. Just take it nice and gentle. Just flow through the corners, staying well away from the track limits. And that's how you do it. Led from start to finish. Bit of a weird AI glitch toward the end where they were catching me. Artigas is absolutely dominating towards the end. Don't know how we did that.
Let's take a look at the final results of the race we've just seen.
So everyone else was doing 44s, but Artigas managed a mid 43. Where was Artigas at the start of the race? I could have had a great battle with him. And why was Artigas the only rider to do it? Who took the fastest lap? Me? Yeah, no one else managed to do it. So Anshu didn't finish. So where did my championship rivals finish? So Suzuki out of the points. Sura out of the points. Gaver out of the points. Toba out of the points. Mino 12th. Foggia 7, so he recovered quite well actually with everyone else crashing in front of him. What does that do to the championship? Ooh, we're up to P3. 3 points separating the top 3. Me, Foggia and Mino. So the Irish and the 2 Italians. Artigas as well, only 7 points back, and then another 5. So between the top 6, between Foggia and Artola, there's only 16 points in it. Ooh, this is getting spicy. What a fantastic result. Literally from the first lap of the weekend, I was quickest down to the last lap. So well deserved 25 points. It's brilliant for my championship. We are on our way now to maybe even taking the championship lead in the next round, which would be Mugello, which is going to be a hard one because they are pretty quick in a straight line on this game, and Mugello is all about power. So that has been it for today's episode 7 of the MotoGP Career Mode. Now, next up is Mugello. Beautiful track in the Tuscan Hills. We have 2 upgrades going on to the bike. We have our 3rd engine upgrade of the season, and we'll have another chassis upgrade. So I am looking for a podium there. Our podium streak continues here in Le Mans with another race victory. That is 4 in a row. Can we make a 5 in Mugello? Find out next time. Just want to thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy it, could you drop a like down below? Massively appreciative, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you once again. See you in the next one.